we're back. Today on the bullet train. Boys are fired up, ready to travel, feeling better than ever after their training camp in Ishikawa. Travel day is always hectic but fun with the team. We somehow always find little things to do and just sort of mucking about, taking a piss a bit. Thank God we've got the Japanese boys for figuring out these subway maps. But after a few trains, we're on our way. We made it over and got to walk from the subway out to our hotel, enjoying some of the nice views of Tokyo. Naturally, we've got to get the rental car from the car elevator and then put it onto the car Lazy Susan. Now time to get down to the Sea Forest venue and check it out and get everything ready to go. Once again, us foreigners being absolutely useless while the Japanese players get everything sorted. Wow, you have big friends. The vibes down at the course were actually epic. All the companies and unis were really getting into it. Even the factory workers from our own company got really behind it, signing this big flag for us to put in our warm-up area. We even had stickers of all of us from the team, which is pretty cool. Collected a lot of them, a few dupes of some of them, but pretty cool. Not too hard spotting the Kiwis amongst these ones. Now, sorry in advance about the recording of the racing. We are right outside an airport, so no drones. Otherwise, I'm sure they'd have the drone boys from NZ, Jackie and Chiaki, leaning into the Japanese vibe with some matching Bulbasaur Pokemon socks. Toe dance. And race time. Sorry about this stream quality. This is the best we can do out here. But the women's double actually killed it. But that's them over there. Yep, they had a little bit of an iffy start with a couple of crabs and some pretty dusty water at the start, but they got straight back onto it. So let's skip the boring bit when they're behind. Let's just watch them boosting up through the field, slowly getting through, right up to the 1K. And great, they're back in front, right at the 1K. Now let's just skip to the end, because this middle K push from the girls is almost rude. The girls got on it and walked away nicely for a nice secure win. And great timing with Jonty also watching and sending it through some notifications right at the same time. Nice. Is that bad sportsmanship? Is that cool, eh? No, that's the Ocho uniform. Now it's the boys' time to get to work. The gun goes, and honestly, not our best start on this one. I think we just almost wanted it too much and we didn't quite get that connection compared to our other races. So we're a little disappointed with that, and it put us on the back foot to start with. And it's definitely something you can't afford when everyone's just absolutely ready and onto it and going for it like this. To give a little bit of pre-context to this race, we had some pretty up and downs in the heats and semis, with the heat being not such a flash one, and then the semi being a real stunner. Even though we weren't really intending to try that hard, it was almost trying too hard could get the best of us. And the weather also wasn't playing ball. It was predicted to be really rough on the last day, so they actually moved the finals forward to the afternoon after the semis. But that's nothing that the Kiwis weren't used to after the amount of times in Twizel and Carapiro having to readjust the schedule and sit on the bank and just get down and knuckle into it. Now that the race is underway, you can see where we are, right, this one here. You can see that NTT, our main competition, is this one, and Meiji on the outside, this one. These are our biggest comp. Great start from Meiji yesterday. They are always going for a good start, and they really pumped out on it. We, in the semi, put about a length on Meiji by the K, and about half a length in the start. So, yeah, we definitely dropped the ball a little on this one, but nevertheless, we're not going to let that phase us. We're just going to have to work with it and keep going. A little fast forward up the race, you can see NTT just dominating this part of the race. And at this point, we're going, oh man, we're in for a tough race just to be in medals or to fight off Meiji. The boys all knew we were on the back foot here, definitely by now. And we just knuckled into it, just making calls and giving it everything we could to try and make a chance early in the race. And you can see us just breaking away from Meiji at this point, but NTT just repelling our attacks so well in the middle of the race here. Although the boys gave it absolutely everything, NTT had a stunner of a race, great technique, handled conditions perfectly, and just walked away from us. So It was a tough loss and I'm pretty sad for the boys, but I'm proud of them for fighting so hard and just giving it every last ounce of energy they had. You gotta remember, for these guys, this race is like a world champs to them, so losing it is a big deal. But at the end of the day, we have to remind them this is just sport and we do it because we love it. Unfortunately, no videos of us on the podium, but we still needed to celebrate the girls' win and the effort everyone put into all the racing overall. Nothing like some midnight bowling in Tokyo to lift the spirits. And kudos to Paz for winning the strike challenge, which got him this cool lei. It was cool to have a bit of a night out after. I think it was really important for us to lift the spirits of the guys because they seem to just be super down about second place. We have to remind them that it's actually a huge achievement, especially when their competition is the best rowers in Japan and they also have the Croatian coach coaching them. I think our biggest challenge here wasn't actually coaching the rowing, it was helping the guys find performance for enjoyment for the sport. Also, so much for the rough weather. Here's the water on the last day. Glass. Oh well, thank you Japan.